thanks for joining us today. This is amazing. I know you are, you have a new exciting project around Italian, celebrating Italian art. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself and the new project you're working on?
Thank you, Min. It's so nice to see you, in at least in video. I think it's going to be a little some time before we can get together in Italy or New York, our favorite cities. Thank you for inviting me on this series. I'm speaking from Gagosian Gallery in Rome. And you are asking me about, yes, this great project that we've just launched a couple of days ago, but we've been working on for some time, myself together with a great group of colleagues, gallerists in Italy. It's quite actually a great group. We're 63. You know, wow. Italians love to come together, and it was really during the lockdown that myself and a friend, colleague from Galleria Continua in San Gimignano in Tuscany, spoke about what we could do to bring back attention to Italy. You know, we went overnight from being the hottest destination in the world, or one of the, to off-limits country, and this was very, to say, very shocking for you know, for all of us. So starting from this and thinking of what we as galleries could do to come together and develop a project that would speak about Italy, also recognizing that, you know, being Italian, it's something special, we feel, that needs to be celebrated. We all think that in working, you know, every day in the arts all over the world, not so much right now, I'm very much sitting in this office, but for years, you know, traveling from one art fair to the other, to different locations to meet artists for openings. You know, Gagosian alone has galleries in 9 cities around the world, or maybe it's even 10 right now. I was on the go all the time, and my being Italian has always played a big role in what I do, and I think that that's very much shared by different colleagues. So we've decided to create this group. It's the first time that it's been done in Italy, and another great thing is that it's not only contemporary art, which is obviously my field, but it's actually ancient, modern, and contemporary. You know, I strongly believe that there is no separation between art at all times. Michelangelo was a contemporary artist, don't you think?
He was at his time.
Yeah, he was a contemporary artist, you know, that had the luck to meet with a very ambitious collector, and together they were able, or, you know, the collector really gave him the opportunity to create the one of the most celebrated works of art in history, thinking of the Sistine Chapel. And you know, and that's why actually contemporary artists love to come to Rome. That's why Larry Gagosian wanted to open a gallery here now 13 years ago. Contemporary artists, no matter how contemporary they like to come and meet their peers from another time. And what better place to do it than in Italy?
Exactly. I mean, tell us a little bit about this project. It's a group of gallerists and their tips and recommendations of art, what you see in Italy.
So we have created you know, this is the first project that the Italics has put together, is what I would call an editorial platform. that you can access at italics.art. And we also have an Instagram feed. All of this has just literally started, although, you know, obviously there were a few months of work behind it. And it's a place where we're coming together to tell our experiences of Italy, and our experience of Italy often you know, with artists, whatever we've learned about this country that is lesser known, traveling with artists throughout, experiencing special things. For example, my first contribution is about when Tiaster Gates, who was a great American artist from Chicago, we're actually showing right now. Well, not yet. I think we're opening on the 10th of October in New York City. It's our grand reopening in the city at Gagosian. Tiaster was a really great American artist on the international scene, spent some time in Rome earlier this year. And Tiaster is very close to music, and he asked me to come up with something special, you know, music wise, that we could experience together. And he has a group, he works with a group of experimental musicians called the Black Monks, and they were all in Rome with him. So I did some research and I found out that there is a church, a very old church on the Aventino Hill, that is the seat actually of the Benedictine
Oh, wow.
Monks, and every day at 7:15 they have they pray vespers in Gregorian chants.
Oh, wow.
And it was an incredible experience, and it's something that, you know, happens every day that nobody knows about, not even Romans. Anybody can go, and it was just amazing. And so many of us have all these access and experiences and stories to tell, giving an insight and behind the scene, you know, access to our country. So that's what we're doing.
That's
and
fantastic.
We're doing it in English, Italian, and Chinese. So that's not small, not a small.
I know.
endeavor.
I saw it's already multi.
It's important for us to make it very international, because that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to stay connected, you know, even under you know, the present circumstances with an international global audience. We recognize that, you know, Italy, we're so lucky to be beloved by so many people around the world, and so many of these people cannot travel to Italy right now. So maybe they'll have some fun reading our stories and planning on their next trip for when that will be possible.
I mean, this is perfect because, I mean, timing wise too, right? Because a lot of the museums like Uffizi, Vatican now have limited access and timetable for visit. So a lot of the tourists will need other avenues if they are going to experience more art in Italian cities. So you providing this platform, it'll give them access to never seen before or less traveled places. I mean, I know every time I go to Italy and I see you, you tell me all these never read about, because there's so many. And like you said, even Romans don't know about it. And it's great to go to the Vatican because of obvious reasons, but there's so much to see, and there's so many, even I bet even in Vatican, you could probably point out a painting in a corner that everyone passes by, but no one appreciates because it's not the masterpiece.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we as galleries have also been lucky, you know, to find out about these things or live these experiences with many artists that have visited Italy and that have an interest in specific interest in the arts and landscape of Italy. So we, we're sharing a lot of this with our audience, and we hope that you'll find it interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I read the article about you and also about St. Regis in Rome, those hidden art exhibitions or installations, which are fantastic because again, less crowded. Most of them are actually free and unticketed, so you could just walk by. And there's so many of them that you'll get your art's worth without going to these large museums and going to these hidden places. Even a small little cloister, or like you said, 7:15 in the morning, you could get a free concert by these amazing monks.
And we're also spotlighting, in addition, to cultural experience, we're also spotlighting artisans and other experiences, whether it's gastronomic or hotel experiences that we think are really like represent Italian excellency. I'm speaking about, for example, two stores in Rome that I'm very close to and that I rely on. They're very artisanal. One is the Archivio di Monserrato, and the other one is the Fabio Salini jewelry store. These are like really difficult to find, and unless you are an insider. I mean, although we're talking about artisans that have been working at the highest level, but for a number of years, but they're very much for the connoisseurs.
Exactly. I mean, because in last 20 years, the world has gotten flatter and flatter. So, when you go to Rome, there's a Prada store. When you go to Rome, there's Zara. When you go to Rome, there's the Gap and Nike and Disney store. And it no longer becomes special. And through your lens, I think viewers or visitors can really experience local tradition, local artisans, local culinary. Because there's also Italy in New York, Italy in Rome. It's like, why bother? If you could go to the same place, why bother? You're really giving us access and information about these special places. And one of the things I love about Italy is the artisan, the handcrafted. So something that so people are proud of and precious and passed on generation to generation.
Yeah, and also it's the concept behind, the great brand that you're building, SantM. That I love.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
I think we have a lot of things in common.
Definitely. I wish you all the luck. I'm going to share your site and your Instagram with everybody because it's something that we all need to learn about and appreciate, and a little bit of daydreaming while we're locked down in this COVID world and until it opens back up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Pepi. Ciao.
Bye-bye from Italy.